Vikings and the Chicago Bears. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Perry, the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Mariota now on 2nd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Ben Gideon coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Second down, Mariota. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want to
offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
He'll get it up the middle, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
3.
From the gun, Mariota. That escapes the spot. He can't get away forever, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And Forbath will put this one through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. Got a man, it's right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that one results in 35 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Cousins again, eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they'll let Olawale have a crack at it. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
2nd and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Perry, the return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
You met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's Mariota. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action now. Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. They run the counter with Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's right. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Olawale. Gets around him. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
There's a lot of good on that play when we see the big fella take it and rumble into the secondary. But how about the big part of it, taking care of the football? He doesn't carry it very often, but when he does, he's got to make sure that he doesn't get it popped free. Unlike Mike Tolbert in Super Bowl 50, carrying the ball popped free, turnover, and it hurt his team.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Let's go.
Second down, Cousins. Steps away. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Cousins. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And Ole Miss here at this stage of the second quarter, you give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
3.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A first down throw for Mariota. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Lets it fly for Thielen. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
One.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
One.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target, and it's third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And an alley to run. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. The Vikings on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They pitch out to Howard. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Forbath, the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. On second down, Cook. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Buying time to his left. Room here to run. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Handoff comes to Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. The Vikings on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is cut. And incomplete here on third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He's going to launch this thing way down. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well for the defensive guy.
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Throwing is Mariota. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. 2nd down, Mariota. And an alley to run. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sheldon Richardson with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Play fake. Mariota. Looking deep for Gabriel. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. From the gun, Mariota. And Robinson with a big catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he stopped immediately there. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Mariota to throw it. Able to slither by. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They go play action. Mariota. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Cousins on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's Cousins. Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go now with Olawale. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They go play action here on 1st down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Cousins to throw. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Cousins. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was out there waiting.